Alright, what do we got? What time is it? 5:54. Slightly late. Going to get some breakfast on. Alright, we'll leave that on. So I've had my cold shower. It's not that cold, it's pretty hot at the moment. But for those of you who don't know, I'm actually legally blind, so I have to put my contacts in. If I didn't wear contacts, I literally wouldn't be able to see. These guys give me 20/20 vision. Waiting for my eggs to cook. I've put the bread on. I'm gonna grab some avo. While that's cooking, I'm gonna make my smoothie. Ideally, I would have made this the night before, but I didn't, so now we have to deal with the inefficiency of making it in the morning. I'm day 3 of no caffeine, so that's going okay. I decided to do it again. Ooh, we've got some juice here that I bought on Sunday that I haven't actually used. So I'm going to have a glass of that. Alright, so smoothie. Let's have a look. We've got... I used to have oats, but unfortunately the oats cause a bit of flatulence that's not desirable. So I'm gonna make this with one hand, so excuse me. Try and do this as much as we can. There we go, berries, that'll do. Frozen berries, bit of protein powder. And then I've got my eggs, and then I'll have tuna and rice for lunch. Chuck a bit of that in there. What do we got? Oh no, that is a disaster. That is shit house. Alright, so you can see a bit of problem here. Alright, we got there in the end. Bit of soy powder, what the fuck it's called. Chuck that in. This banana's had its time, but you know what? These bananas, they still have the same calories regardless of how fucking yuck they are. That one's been a bit over-ripened, but we'll still do the job. Alright, chuck these bad boys away. Now, I'm actually quite naughty. I actually eat these while I drive. So, sorry to all the cops out there. You're not supposed to eat while driving. Alright, we've got 2 eggs there, 1 egg there. Broken up yolk, nice. Or broken up white. Chuck on the rest. And then we've got one more that's still in the toaster. Put the bread tag back on, otherwise Laura will rinse me. What is this? Impressed pressed juice green supreme. Let's see how this tastes. Ooh. It's alright. This should get me through 1, 2, 3. Yeah, and then I'll have food when I get home. That'll do. Make sure all my bags are packed. Alright, so as you can see on the way to the office, as you can probably hear, some classical music on in the background. I don't listen to the radio, don't really like that kind of music, and the old 103.5 FM classical music if you're in Melbourne. Most people won't like it, but it does keep me in the right headspace to get into work mode. I'll turn it down so you can hear me. Yeah, today's Australia Day, Invasion Day. Not sure what it's called, to be honest. For us, it's just another day. My mum asked me last night. She's like, "You're getting paid double today." I'm like, as a joke, obviously. There's no holidays here, mum. It's just day in, day out grind. On the grind, nothing starts, nothing ends, and you just keep grinding. So today, the last 2 days, we've had our customer service coaches down. 2 really productive days. Filmed a podcast that'll be up probably by the time this gets posted. And then, as well as that, we went through a full day of case studies and discussion around sort of what the aim of being a coach is, and ultimately starting to think more about the people that are coming into our community and how they can be helped out. So that was a really productive session. We went through certain types of individuals. Obviously, we're counting all types of different individuals coming through our service. A lot of them are impatient, young, want to get rich quick. And we probably try to change that mindset really quickly. And then other people are coming in and they understand what this is about, long-term investment. So yeah, really interesting discussions. Good to hear how they think, and then obviously trying to get them to think more about the holistic picture of a member, so that they can best apply the coaching to them. Once I do get in the office, I will show you what I do normally. I don't really have a routine like you would have seen maybe Tom have in the morning. This morning I do have a couple of sort of tasks that are quite annoying. However, I have to keep doing them at the moment. We're waiting for our content creator to start full-time with us on the 31st of Jan. So until then, myself and Steve have to suck up the editing, posting sort of tasks that I guess I like doing it, but they're very time-consuming tasks and ultimately probably not best to where we should be using our time in this operation. But to this point, obviously I've been the main driver behind that. We do have Roberto, who does live in Portugal. He's been huge to help us with some of the elite editing, the animations and stuff like that. He's been on with us now for, I'd say, over 6 months. But then we're getting Nick, who is a Platinum Squad member and System member and Sports System member, joining us full time to be our content creator, editor, and basically take control of that space and trying to get some of our content out there. We feel like we're not posting enough of the content behind the scenes, showing people what goes on. So we're trying to bridge that gap between showing the potential member what goes on behind the scenes, as well as showing a little bit more about our business. So hopefully you guys enjoy that. Today will most likely as well, it's definitely going to be a tipping day. I think it's going to be a pretty significant one as well. So it's going to be interesting. We've got today, so Friday, and then we've got tomorrow, which is a normal Saturday. Now, obviously it's going to be a balance between how many promos we do lay out or decide to use. So that'll be something that we discuss in the office once Steve gets in. Tom has a bucks today, so it'll just be myself, Steve, and Lenny coming into the office. I assume Lenny's going to come in late because he did get back from South Australia last night, onboarding another mentoree, a new member who's actually been part of the community now for, I would say, close to 3 years. Probably one of the first 50 Platinum Squad members. He's made over $150,000. And yesterday, Lenny flew down to South Australia to onboard him. He joined the mentorship program. Basically, I reached out to him on Monday. He didn't know it existed. It's quite funny. Didn't know it existed. And then I had a chat with him, maybe like 10-minute voice message. Said, man, jump in, please, for your sake. Like, you've done X, Y, Z. Let's turn this operation into another layer, another knowledge, another bit of things, because there was some stuff that he wasn't doing. He's made 150K, but it was only on a $50 unit size for the system. So Lenny's gone over there and he'll sort out that member and make him into an even bigger weapon, which I'd be scared to sort of say what he's going to make over the next 12 months. Right, lights on, let's play. Office is a bit of a mess at the moment. Let's get to work. My fucking desk is a disgrace. Had the coaches here yesterday. As you can see, I'm in charge of all the mics and everything like that. So all this equipment, I'll sort out my lunch, put my smoothie in my lunchbox, clean up this and get back to you guys and show you what happens in the morning. All right, so this morning I'm gonna go through some files from the hard drive. We're putting together, you could say, some kind of documentary, sort of vlogging a lot of stuff that happens behind the scenes, business meetings, really behind the scenes chats between myself, Tom, and Steve. This is the kind of stuff, we'll probably snip some of it up, post it in the next few weeks, whatever. But we're trying to build a story and eventually that'll get posted in a year, 2 years time, showing what happened behind the scenes in our business. Essentially vlogging our pathway to getting to where we want to get. So there's a lot of these files. Yesterday we had massive meetings with the customer service coaches. All these files need to get synced with all the mics. Normally I'd send this off to the editors, but some of the files are quite sensitive. So have to do the task of getting that done this morning. Hopefully it won't take me more than an hour. Then I'm going to start moving towards planning some new videos for the Platinum Squad and the system. Tom's already put together a framework for brand new videos. We're refilming the entire course, both the Platinum Squad course and the system content, as well as adding some free stuff to the free course. That's what I'm going to be doing this morning. What are you doing now?
Just planning a video.
We'll see what happens with the video.
Corporate's fine, work fine, just all 1 units, and then potentially just scrap these races. But in terms of the number of promos offered, it's 22 units, including Eagle Farm.
So gym session done. Shout out to Dirk. His sessions are fucked. All right, now it's 12 o'clock. I'm going to get some more work done. Probably have some food first. Lenny is onboarding Pete in the mentorship program in the office over there. And I'm going to do the remainder of the little editing cleanups I need to do. There's also a couple of people I need to respond to in my customer service channel. and then by 1:20 we will be tipping.
$2.93.
Nice.
3 minutes, that's nothing. That's plenty of time for some of us.
Favourites on our back.
I'm actually due for another meal, to be honest. I've had 3 and I'm fucking hungry again.
Yeah, I'm hungry. So today's Australia Day. How have you celebrated that?
Celebrated. I just went to the office.
Why didn't you celebrate Australia Day? What's happening there?
For us, it's just another day. Me and Steve, you.
Don't like getting on piss with the boys?
What boys?
Yeah, fair enough. Just another Friday.
The boys are in the office.
Log it in the book.
Tom was on the piss, maybe. No, he would have been sober.
Tom was at a non-tab meet race track.
Ask this lady if she knows what match betting is.
What's on for the weekend? Your
Me?
tip tomorrow? Yeah.
Tipping.
How many units?
When?
How many units tomorrow?
I wouldn't know. I don't count tomorrows. I count in years or 6-month blocks.
Not 3 months? Too short?
3 months, even not enough.
Yeah, okay.
But you're not going to make 300, so just make 300. Stay 12 months.
Yeah. Stay disciplined.
No, just stay longer. It's sticky in here.
Yeah, it's my feet. Have you started back at footy yet?
Nah, not sure if I would play.
Not sure if you're playing.
Yeah, I don't know.
Why not?
Not sure.
What the fuck happened, dude?
Fuck. That's an accident waiting to happen. Look at it. No indicator. Slowed down to 20.
Get in there.
Legit stopped in the middle of the road. Look. Look how slow the corner. This is shit content.
Yeah.
Fully shit house.
Well, this is what happens on a fucking 7 o'clock on Friday night. And it's done. Good night.
So on the way back home, today was a little bit unproductive in a sense of getting work done. Did get some work done, did get some sort of editing and stuff done, organising some files for Roberto to work on, uploading some stuff to the drive. We also had a tipping day. Tomorrow will be another tipping day most likely. Now there's been a little bit of, it's not normal to have a tipping day on a Friday, so we do need to consider a bit of sustainability tomorrow, but at the same time, we'll tip with whatever promos are there. A lot of the bookies today try to get market share, offered a lot of promos. So it's been a pretty good week, to be honest. I haven't felt like the last couple of weeks I've been operating probably at full potential. Just been a little bit distracted, which has come from mainly the fact that Tricky is not in the office yet, our full-time editor, which means that I've had to do some extra work on editing and stuff like that, which is a pain in the neck. Although I like doing it, I love getting the content organized, filming it, watching it, cutting it up, it does take up a lot of my time, which then impacts the business, because if I'm not the one moving and sort of, as Steve would say, driving the engine, then there's the business sort of stagnates in a sense of that, because I'm very valuable in a motivational sort of getting the troops in order, getting everyone working together. Steve's more of a structured sort of get everyone on the right track in a clear pathway, and then Tom's your sort of consistent driver, although he's recently really hit a massive uptrend in sort of his level generally across the board. He's just become more weapon over the last month, especially since going through some Hormozy content. He's become better at sales, more influential throughout the whole business, more influential in the community, getting on more free calls, sending out lots of things. So like he's been huge, and then Steve has been massive over the last couple of weeks with driving the ship in terms of structuring us back up, resource allocation, driving the ship in our meetings. He's the one who always takes control of the meetings and the whiteboard. Obviously doing this and getting bigger allows us to expand, allows us to move into other areas of expertise. We are much deeper than just match betting, and we want people to know that, because there are so many people in our community that have changed their lives, not because of making the money through fucking sending out horse tips or whatever, or showing them how to turn bonuses over. It's the mindset, it's the discipline, it's the patience, it's the life thinking, the critical thinking, the way people do things becomes so much more methodical when they've been through our content, when they've been through our community, because we don't preach this get rich quick mindset. We preach these values and ideas that actually get and can be used applicably throughout any other aspect of life. Anything, it's transferable across, and you'll see hundreds of people in our community who have just become elite at other areas of their life because of the way that they've learned how to think in the short, long term and medium term. And this is where we want our sort of brand to be moving in the next 10 years essentially. It's something where I want to go personally with some more of my personal stuff. Maybe working with individuals, but generally just getting content out there that helps people challenge themselves. And if you're sitting there and you're wondering what the fuck you're doing with your life, or you're not happy with your situation, go and fucking do something about it, because you can and you should. And funny thing is, like, the difference between a millionaire or a billionaire and you is literally nothing. It's the fact that they did something about it. Now you're probably thinking, oh, get over it, like, you're not going to be a billionaire, I'm not going to be. Well, why not? Like, why can't you be? If you don't want to be, that's fine, but like, there's no difference between how they started and how you started. And it all comes back to understanding what you want, how much you want to work, and ultimately, if you put in more reps than the other person, or if you put more reps than you're doing currently, you're going to get better results. Now, that's just how it works. The harder you work, the more effort you put in, the better your results get. The longer you do something, the better you get at it. The more reps you do of the same thing, the better you get at it. So keep doing more reps of the stuff you want to do. Work at something, work that out, work out what you don't like, work out what you like, do it again, keep doing it, make mistakes, keep doing it again, and eventually you'll become an expert at it. And that's literally how life works. So don't give up on shit after a month, don't give up on shit after a week. Like, give it fucking 12 months, give it 3 years, give it 5 years, give it 10 years. Because if it's something you really want to do and you know it works, then do it. I got a question for you. Do you believe in luck? If you do or don't, put it in the comments, because I want to hear what people think about this concept. Do you actually believe in luck? Yes or no, and why? Now, I'm going to give you my opinion on luck, but before you watch the end of the video, write your comment now in the comments. Do you believe in luck, yes or no, and why? Now listen to my opinion on luck and see if you agree with it. My opinion on luck is that it does not exist, flat out doesn't exist. Now that's controversial, but it's very clear for me, okay? The way I look at things is any outcome that happens comes from a set of events that happen prior to it. That almost always come from a choice, okay? Now, let's take something such as Tats Lotto. Somebody wins Tats Lotto. Now, your odds of winning Tats Lotto are minuscule, obviously. You get 1 in a million or whatever it is, probably a bit less. 1 in whatever. But the way I see it is, you could say, yeah, but hang on, if someone wins Tats Lotto, they're lucky. No, they're not, because if they didn't buy the ticket, they would not win Tats Lotto. Now, I'm not encouraging you to win Tats Lotto, because the chances of you winning Tats Lotto are almost zero. However, somebody has to win Tats Lotto. Therefore, the fate aspect of luck means that somebody has to win. And if you're the person who wins, fate just literally happened, and you were the one who won, but you're not lucky. You're not unlucky, you're not lucky. The people who didn't win are not unlucky, because they shouldn't have won, in theory, because the minuscule chance of them winning was tiny. The chance of them winning was tiny. However, someone had to win. And you could argue that, well, yeah, great, but if someone didn't win Tats Lotto and they didn't buy the ticket, are they now unlucky? No, they're not, because they didn't buy the ticket. So if you don't buy the ticket, you can't win Tats Lotto. So the event of you buying the ticket, or the choice of you buying the ticket, actually made you win the Tats Lotto. It wasn't because you're lucky, because you could have chosen not to buy the ticket and you wouldn't have won. So that's an example, in my opinion, that luck doesn't exist. Now you could probably say, well, hang on, what if someone gets hit by a bus, or what if someone their dad dies of cancer or something? Now that happened to me. My dad died of motor neuron disease. He got sick, in 2.5 years he passed away. Shithouse, one of the worst things that's ever happened to me in my life. But I would argue that's not unlucky, because if you look at it a different way, at the outcome of that event now has made me stronger. I built a company and during the time my dad was sick, while looking after him, I became a stronger person. While looking after him with my mum's become a stronger person. Going through her husband dying, my family's gone through no dad now. His mum has gone through severe anxiety and shit because her son died. Now, you could argue that for me personally, it was pretty shit at the time, but I dealt pretty well with it, I think, and I kept going on with my life. I made it myself stronger, I accepted it, and yeah, cool, it was sad. I was fucking quite emotional about it during the time it happened. But at the end of the day, like, that's what life decided to give to me, and the way I deal with it is how it then pans out. I would say that that's fate. Something in this world, sequence of events, mean that my dad passed away, and now he's not here with us anymore, and that's how the world worked. Now, I've got two options now. I can sit there crying about it for 2 years, 3 years, not going on with my life, or I can get on with it. Maybe have a thought like, well, what would he want me to do? He would want me to get on with it and work and fucking work my ass off, and that's what I did. And that's why I don't believe in luck, because you literally can create your own outcomes. If you want to make something happen, you fucking do what you want to happen, okay? If you want to go and bench press 120 kilos, go and bench press 120 kilos. Someone who walks into a gym and says, hey, this guy's fucking stronger than me, he's got better genes than me, fuck that. Go and do it properly. Go and put the work in. Go and fucking achieve the goal. And until you achieve the goal, keep working at it, because you can't fucking achieve the goal until you put the work in. So luck, no. Unlucky, no. Literally, sequence of events. Choice, outcome. Choice, decide to work. Choice, don't decide to work. Who's going to get the job done? The person who works. So that's why I do not believe luck exists. Now I'm sure people are going to agree with me and disagree with me. Probably mainly disagree with me. And I'll say something to you. If you disagree with me, I will say to you, you're more likely to become someone who actually thinks that they're unlucky in life. If you think you're unlucky in life, that is bullshit, because you aren't unlucky. No one is unlucky. You make your own outcomes. And if you sit there sulking about it, calling yourself unlucky, you're actually further digging your own sort of demise in terms of saying, oh, I'm unlucky, oh, I'm this, nothing happens to me that's good. No, go and make it happen. Two people in life, those who want to make things happen and those who hope things happen. Have a think about that and answer in the comments, do you actually believe in luck? Hopefully you got something out of the video. Thanks for watching. Subscribe. Now, we're going to be posting an entire month's worth of behind the scenes business activities. I've got a month of content that's going to be posted as it goes. That's day one. If you want to see more of this, subscribe, give it a like, and you can see the playlist, which will be linked in the description. If you have any questions about anything, leave them in the comments. Thanks for watching.